Here's Charlie Dickens, chapter 58, entitled Petrol Station. They came to a spluttering stop at the station, and they were lucky to make it, as they had nothing left and the handle was pointing to zero. A kindly-looking gentleman came over to help, and Mary let him get on with it, as she scanned the large unwieldy map in front of her. To Charlie it seemed impossibly difficult to follow, and it kept twisting and turning in the breeze like an angry, inquisitive snake. He was pleased that he didn't have to follow directions, and he was happy to just look out of the window. Charlie had never been to Blackpool. He had heard about the fantastic lights and the seaside and the donkeys, and it all sounded very exciting to him. Finally, the car was full of petrol, and they set off again in their old red Mini, and Charlie was amazed that it even existed. It was like a miracle. Soon the country lanes were turned into busy roads, and then they were on a motorway. It was scary but exciting at the same time. Charlie watched the old-fashioned speedometer move from 20 to 60 and then up to 80, and the poor little car began to shake. "Don't worry, love," Mary said. "It's quite safe," she added. But Charlie didn't feel safe. In fact, it reminded him of the bumping cars at the fair. He was just glad that they weren't bumping any cars, but some of them were getting frighteningly close. "How much longer, Mum?" Charlie said, trying his best to not sound as scared as he was. "Not long, love," his mum said, which left him none the wiser, so he decided to just keep looking out of the window. There was a family in front of him, and the children in the back seat were waving and pulling funny faces at him. He could see his mum staring intently at the busy road ahead, and he didn't want to wave and distract her, especially as the poor car was now worryingly nudging 90 miles an hour. Charlie knew that wasn't good, so he decided to give them a sly wink, and they winked back, and then they sped off into another lane to be replaced by a man on a motorbike.